Hey guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel! Peter likes books, cause he ain't got no looks. Welcome to my books. I don't know what else to say. Somebody said, so I tweeted out, I was like, I don't know what to talk about in my Friday Bookish Ramblings that I decided that I was going to do last week because I just thought it was such a great idea for a video, right? Obviously, that's probably not the case. But anyway, since I have nothing to talk about, why even make a video, you might be asking, but because I just am fond of making videos, I guess. But anyway, somebody was like, one person was like, why don't you sing the first minute of your video, which I have a story about. And then the next person was like, why don't you rap your title of your life or something about your story of your life? Okay, first of all, I don't rap. I would maybe be willing to learn how to try, but that's actually not true. There are some things that I know how to rap, some certain songs, but only in my car when the radio's on. And it's like, oh, what's that one? There's some Janet Jackson song, and there's like, I know you guys are like, Janet Jackson, seriously, but there's like this part, this run in the middle, and I can't remember who it's by, a little something, and she does this little rap thing. Do you guys know what Janet Jackson song I'm talking about? Anyway, I know how to do that whole thing. And then the other part, so what's up with this guy? Do you really like him that much? Yes, honey, I love him. He is fine. He does a lot of nice things for me. I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately? Okay, I'm such a huge Janet Jackson fan. Anyway, but that's not the song. That's not the song. There's another song. Anyway, what's this? I'm like pointing. My mom, back in the day, I swear to you, she would like sit in the back seat and she would like tap my shoulder while we were driving and she'd be like, Peter. I'd be like, mother, enough. You're driving me crazy. And just a little thing, like I said in my last video about my mom, I was like, we had a love-hate relationship. I don't really know why I said that. We didn't have a hate relationship. We had a love relationship. My mom and I were super, super close, and everybody has given me such really kind compliments on that video and said such nice things about my mom. I really appreciate it. My dad and I are equally as close. I'll probably do a video about him too, except for that my dad reads things like books about the white elephant that's extinct and all books about the Middle East, and I don't know what else. Things that, I don't know. Things you probably wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to read. I don't know, he gives me kind of interesting books sometimes. He gave me the autobiography of Willie Nelson because I saw it in his office and I was like, oh Dad, somebody told me that was really good. He's like, oh my God, it's so good, you should read it. So he gave me that, and he gave me this book. I had it over there, I was going to actually do it in my book haul, but I didn't because I just didn't want to. Anyway, I'll do a video about my dad sometime. He's a cool guy. Anyway, so somebody asked me to like sing in my video, like my first minute about my intro, and I was like, okay, and I was actually sitting over there thinking like, what can I like sing about? And it's so funny because my husband cannot stand this, but I make up like daily songs about like my dogs, right? And I sing it to them and whatever, and they love it, and of course they do because like they're stars in their own show. I mean, it's a little musical called Three Dogs and Their Dad. But anyway, so I started this like, okay, so when I was growing up, my dad would feed the dogs, and he would like, when I house sat for him when I was like in high school and college, he would say, okay, this is what you have to do. And he would have like their food, and it was like on this plate because he has these little dogs, and he'd be like, okay, you have to sing as you like are going to feed them. Zones of eatery, zones of eatery, right? So then like, I was like, yeah, whatever. And he like typed up this whole thing that I had to do when I house sat for the dogs. And I'll never forget, like, he had an Airedale named Clifford, after Clifford the red dog, that was my dog. And then he had this little Yorkie named Jolie. And I will never forget going to feed these dogs. And of course, nobody else is there but me. And I'm like walking and I'm going, zones of eatery. Because I couldn't not do it. Like, seriously? Like, I mean, I just couldn't not do it. So anyway, it was funny that people asked me to do that. And I sing all the time to myself, like around the house. And so anyway, like little songs I make up about my day, but I sing them songs like, okay, to my old dog Griffin, like when I would feed him, I like, do you want a lamb and rice burrito, not a chicken tacatito, because his food was made from lamb and rice. I don't know. Anyway, people are going to probably come at me for the PETA thing that you shouldn't feed your dogs anything but vegetable based. I don't know. He ate something that was lamb and rice. That's all I know. So that, boys and girls, is why I am not singing at the beginning of my videos, because nobody likes my songs. I'm trying to think of a song. I usually mostly sing songs to Pee-Pee, who is also known as Duncan, who's our little chihuahua. Anyway, Oh, or I'll sing to Boo Radley because he's always so sad. I'll be like, oh, Boo Radley, don't be so sadly, Boo Radley. And he loves that. And then he just like, he laughs and, you know, and then we talk and stuff like that. But anyway, you guys are like, this dude is nutcase. I am. I'm totally nutcase. And guess what? I even have a cheat sheet for what I'm going to talk about today. So let's get right into that at 5 minutes and 35 seconds without the editing. Anyway, I was going to do that tag video of like booktuber secrets, and one of the questions on there is like, what editing equipment do you use? I mean, what do you guys think I'm going to say? I mean, none. Is it a mystery? I don't edit my videos. And like somebody the other day was like, they were so nice and they were like, let me just like teach you how to use this and it's so easy to use. And I'm like, I clip at the beginning and I clip at the end, and that's what I'm gonna do because I don't understand the rest of it. It's gonna take me 4 hours to do it. Like I was looking the other day, like I did like a fancy picture. Go look at it and you'll be like, that's a fancy picture of like one of my book haul videos. And I'm like holding all the books and I went into like Pick Monkey and I did all that stuff. And it didn't have any more views than any of the other videos. So I'm like, why do I have to do that? Just like capture me mid-sentence in it like a video and it's like that, and that's going to be what my video caption is going to be. And if you like my thumbnail, then you like it. Do you guys think I should do more creative thumbnails? What do you think? Okay, let's get right into what this video is about. Peter's Bookish Friday Ramblings. And here we go. Number 1. For months now, I have told myself that I was going to do it, and I actually did it today at 5:30 p.m. right before it closed. I went in and I got myself a library card. You know I did. I was so excited. Look at it. All yours, always new. The library. Explore. Explore. And you know what the lady said? She was so funny. Like it comes with, oh my God, I have it in my pocket right here. It comes with like one of those, because you know I'm going to lose it. It comes with one of those like keychain thing. Those keychain things. And it's like, do you see? You guys know what I'm talking about. Like everybody in the world. If you, I don't know, do you guys have these like in other countries like the UK and stuff? Like in the United States, like you go into gas stations and people have like 400 of these on there, you know, and they're like, is my 7th drink free? And I'm like, what, do you even know if you have the right one? And then they give you your ticket and then you forget. It's just crazy. Anyway, I like lose these. And so the woman like acted like she knew that. And she was like, honey, she was like, don't lose that. If you lose that, people come in here. We got DVDs. They'll charge up all kinds of stuff. And I was like, charge up stuff? I mean, it's not a credit card. And she goes, no, like, she's like, they'll use your library card. And she's like, then they'll rent out a bunch of DVDs and then we'll end up charging you for it because you're the one on the name. And I was like, ooh, okay. So, did you hear? I just lost it. It's like underneath the couch now. Oh, there, I got it. Okay. Anyway, they're gonna get some DVDs. She's, what did she say? It was so funny. She goes, they'll run up a bill. I was like, okay, they'll run up a bill. Anyway, not like I'm gonna pay it. I'm not gonna go in there and when I go in there, they go, your late book return fee is $1,439. I'll be like, you can get on. I'm not paying that money. I don't even know I don't know who you're talking about. Peter Manu. I was just coming here to get Huckleberry Finn. Anyway. So that was my exciting news, and it was so funny because I went to the library that I went to when I was a little kid. Well, there was 2 libraries that I went to. I actually should tell this story if I wasn't at 8 minutes and 32 seconds already. But, okay, so when I was a little kid, this is such a horrible story. I am so embarrassed to tell it. Should I tell it? Okay, so I wanted to own books, and so I can't tell this story today. It's too long. I'll tell it another time. Anyway, I don't go to that other library anymore. So I went to the library today that I grew up in. You guys, remind me to tell my embarrassing funny story. It is so funny. You guys will be like, seriously, at 43 you're still bothered by that? But anyway, so I went to the library that I used to go to with my mom when I was a little kid. And I wanted to do my video outside, first of all. I actually have that written on here, neighbor. I went outside, and my crazy-ass neighbor is out there, and she's doing her yard work, and she's like 80, and she lays, and then she's like, talks to herself. Like, I'll be sitting there reading, and she's like, well, and I told you the other day that Junebug told me this, and then can you believe that? And Sally Mae, she wasn't even in church on Sunday, and her husband's a sinner. And I was like, who is she talking to? She's not talking to me, because I don't even know these people. And then she's like, and I made some potato salad, and can you believe they didn't even come over for the potato salad? And I was waiting for them to bring the fried chicken. I mean, I texted my husband. I was like, our neighbor is crazy. She's talking to herself. He goes, are you sure she doesn't have a Bluetooth on? I'm like, I checked. She has no Bluetooth on. And it's 11 o'clock at night, and she's outside doing yard work. Anyway, I wanted to do my video outside, but I can't because she's like literally right over there. And I can't be doing this video talking about her because she's gonna think that's very nice. And then guess what? Then she'll be in her yard and she'll be talking and she'll be like, and my neighbor's crazy. He talks to a camera. I do. So anyway, that's the truth. So I went to the library today and I saw all these kids. They're like in bathing suits with t-shirts on top. And I was like, oh my God, I totally miss coming to the library in the summer with my mom when I was a kid. I loved it. It was my favorite thing. And I swear to God, I opened that door and I walked inside and I was like, the smell hit me immediately. I was like, books. I love the smell of books. My friends laugh at me all the time because I like open Swedish Fish, the candy, and I smell it. I love any kind of candy like that. If you want to send me Swedish Fish or any of those gummy candies, I love it. When I watch people unbox boxes on YouTube and they get like all that candy from Germany and Japan, I mean, oh my God, it's my dream to go to Japan. I mean, just for the candy. But when they like open all that stuff and it's so colorful and pretty, I'm like, oh, give me some now. Anyway, I always smell everything. And so my friends laugh. But when I walked in the library, I was like, it smells exactly the way that it smelled. Like when I was a little kid. Like I totally remembered it. So anyway. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about was Carry On. I have dogged that book so much. Like I read the book and then I started listening to the audio version. And I liked the book, but I read it real quick. I gotta be honest with you, okay? Like I literally read Carry On in like 4 days. And I'm gonna do a review video about it. But I'm like 3/4 of the way through the audiobook and like a fourth of the way to like a middle, I did not like it. I just couldn't get into it. It was like repetitive to me. And then I hit the middle of it last night and I could not stop listening to it. Rainbow Rowell, I totally hear something different listening to it than when I read it. She is phenomenal. I mean, the woman is a genius of what she does with this. And if you guys have read it or listened to it, I'm gonna talk about my review. But she equates first love and that first kiss to something magic that happens between Baz and Simon in the book. And I mean, she was writing about my first kiss. I mean, it was like, I forgot that scene. And to hear it, listen to, I mean, I almost started crying. I was like, oh my God, she's so good. So anyway, I am so excited to finish Carry On the Audible. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, oh my God, I cannot, well, okay, I can say it this way. So George Lester did his favorites this month, and he said me, I had some favorites, because I'm a local girl. Anyway, he said something, I love George Lester in all his videos, and he did a shout out to me, and then in his video, right after he said something to me, he talked about this guy, and his name is Darren, and he just started a booktube channel, and his name is, and I wrote it down, and I swear I cannot even read my writing, it says something Alpha, and I looked him up on Twitter, and I followed him, and I watched his videos, and he is so hilarious. He's like a bookshop runner or owner in the UK, and he is like dry humor times 100. He is so funny. So go to George Lester's videos, and then I'll tag this guy. His name's Darren. I'll tag his YouTube channel underneath this because he's so phenomenal, and he's not getting tons of views. So you guys should go check him out because he is so funny. And he knows his sense of humor and how to play it, and I love it. So anyway. That's about my bookish ramblings. Oh my God, I have like 3 more minutes. So I could just go on and on and on before my camera shut off. Should I do that? Did you guys know that I'm reading like 6 books right now? But I will tell you a little secret. And I didn't say this in my book haul video, and I'm giving away a secret for my Sunday video. But I am 46 pages away from finishing the first Harry Potter book, and I love it. So anyway, I'm so excited about that. The other thing I was thinking about doing, I can't believe this. Maddie, hi, how are you? She's at a sleepover, I think, tonight with a friend, so I wanted to shout out to my friend Maddie. She knows who she is, and we have decided that we're gonna do our book club video once a month. We're gonna start it. It's gonna start on the 20th of June, so get real excited about that. We're gonna pick a book to do together. I think the first one we're gonna do is either John Green, Looking for Alaska, or Maddie, what was the other one we decided on? I can't remember. And then there was one other thing I wanted to say to you, and I don't remember what it is. I'm thinking about doing a Q&A. All these people are doing like favorites videos. I feel like that's not fit on my booktube channel, but then maybe I kind of want to do it, because like right now I'm obsessed with like Glade air spray, so I thought maybe I'd do a little favorites video and talk about Glade air spray. What do you think about that? My favorite eyeliner, I don't know. I don't have one, I don't wear eyeliner. I would, I mean, if I thought it made me look prettier. Do you think I'm pretty? Anyway, I thought about doing a favorites video, and then I also thought about doing a question and answer. If you guys want me to do a question and answer, list your questions below, send them to me on Twitter, email them to me. I have gotten so many emails this week, you guys. You guys are fantastic. You have made me feel so good about myself. I'd love to say that I feel good about myself already, which I do most of the time, but it's really nice to get an email that says, I love your videos, or your personality is hilarious, or you just brightened up my day. It makes me feel good to know that somebody is getting something out of this and that there's something positive coming from it. So look at that. God, what a movie star I am. Anyway, joking. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.